So welcome to the lecture on evaluation of average and root mean square, that means RMS values of alternating quantities. Myself Satyanarayana Vanapalli, working as Associate Professor in the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Guntur Engineering College, Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. So before going into the lecture, let me review the alternating quantities. In the last lecture, in the last video, I told that most of the alternating quantities are periodic in nature, and while we are dealing with the circuit analysis, these alternating quantities are represented with the help of sinusoidal waveforms. So if you recollect the properties of a sinusoidal function, the sinusoidal function is alternating in nature and whose values are oscillating between +1 and -1, and the part of the waveform that falls under one time period is called as cycle. In a cycle, it contains a combination of positive values and negative values, and the period of a sinusoidal waveform is 2 pi radians in angular displacement, and the relation between frequency and time period is frequency is defined as reciprocal of time period, and radian frequency or angular frequency omega is equal to 2 pi f. So with this I am going to explore a few of the values that are related to a sinusoidal wave. First one, the mathematical representation of a sine function. As I told earlier, the sine function is oscillating between +1 and -1. That means the magnitude of sine function is oscillating between +1 and -1. If you multiply this sine function with any value, you are going to obtain the magnitude of sine function other than unity. So any sinusoidal function is represented with the help of v of t is equal to Vm sin omega t. So here I am using English alphabet V for the sake of making you to habituate for the vocabulary which I am going to use in the forthcoming videos, because as we are dealing with in the electrical circuit analysis or electrical networks, we come across through voltages and currents. As you know that V is the English letter or alphabet that was used to represent voltage. Most of the exciting functions what we are going to use in electrical circuit analysis are voltages. That is the reason why I considered the sine function is a type of a voltage. V of t is equal to Vm sin omega t, where omega is the radian frequency or angular frequency whose value is equal to 2 pi f, and V of t is known as the instantaneous value, and Vm is known as maximum or peak amplitude or peak value, and f is the frequency of the function what we have considered. So here if you observe this slide, we have come across through a term called instantaneous value. Now we define what is meant by instantaneous value. The instantaneous value of an alternating quantity is its magnitude at any given instant of time. So instantaneous value is the value of a particular periodic function at a given instant of time. So this we see with the help of an example. So here I am considering an alternating voltage with a peak value or maximum value equal to 400 volts and having a frequency of 50 Hz, and I am trying to determine its instantaneous values at a t is equal to 5 into 10 power minus 3 seconds and at t is equal to 10 into 10 power minus 3. Sorry, by mistakenly here I typed it as t is equal to 10 power minus 3. So you please take it as 10 into 10 power minus 3. Okay, so here we are given with the frequency value equal to 50 Hz. Then any sinusoidal function is represented with v of t is equal to Vm sin omega t. So f is equal to 50 Hz is given to us. Then you substitute f is equal to 50 Hz in the formula omega is equal to 2 pi f. So that we will get omega value is equal to 2 into pi value is 3.14 into 50, which is equal to 314 t, and the peak value is equal to 400 volts. So that the sine function will become 400 into sine 2 pi 5 into t. So v of t is equal to 400 sine 314 t is the function. So for that function we need to find out its instantaneous value at t is equal to 5 millisecond and t is equal to 10 millisecond. If we substitute the value of t is equal to 5 millisecond in the expression 400 into sine 2 pi into 50 into t, we are going to get this value as 200 volts. So for the first bit the answer is 200 volts, and for the second bit the value of v at t is equal to 10 millisecond. By substituting these values we are going to get this value as 0 volts. That means as the time is changing, the function's magnitude is also changing, so we can call it as an alternating function, and the instantaneous value is the value of that function at any given instant of time. Now we see how to identify the instantaneous values of a given function. For that I considered the same function v of t is equal to 400 sine 314 t, and I varied the values of t in 1 millisecond from 0 milliseconds to 20 milliseconds, and these values are plotted shown in the tables. So on the left hand side of the table will show you the values of v of t as t is varying from 0 milliseconds to 10 millisecond. On the right hand side the values of v of t as t is varied from 10 milliseconds to 20 milliseconds. So that here we will be having 22 different values for this v of t. Now if you plot the values of v of t by taking v of t values on y-axis and time on x-axis, these are the values that will be shown in the graphical form. If you observe, the circles represents the magnitude of the sine function at a given instant of time, so that the magnitudes are varying with respect to a sine rule. Here, next is how to evaluate the average value for a time varying quantity. If you observe this, the instantaneous values of the sine wave are known as the discrete values, because we have evaluated v of t in at different instances at different time instants. For example, if you take t is equal to 0 seconds, its value is equal to 0, and t is equal to 1 millisecond, v of t value is equal to 123.607. In between t t is equal to 0 second and t is equal to 1 millisecond, the value of v of t has not been defined. For the function is continuous, but as we are showing the values, we have not evaluated. So that if you look at this diagram, these values are called as discrete values. That means the values of sine omega t are not defined for all the values of t that are ranging from t is equal to 0 to t is equal to 20 millisecond. This kind of functions are known as discrete functions. Now, you see how to evaluate average value of any function. The average value, first evaluating the average value, first we see how an average value of an alternating quantity is defined. The average value of an alternating quantity is defined as average of all instantaneous values over one cycle or during the time period. So, as we are taking the discrete values, so that the expression for this v average values are written as, the mathematical expression is written as v is the symbol what we have used. So v suffix av, average value, is equal to sum. The sigma represents the summation of the discrete values, as these discrete values are summed over upon the particular envelope. So that here is suppose that over a cycle this v of t is containing n discrete values, so that all these n values are to be summed up. That is the reason why sigma I is equal to 1 to n v of ti, where v of ti is the instantaneous value of v at any time instant t is equal to I, or at any discrete time instant, divided by the number of discrete values that we considered. Here how many discrete values that we are considering? N number of discrete values that we are considering for the evaluation of average value. Now we see how to evaluate average value for the sinusoidal function which we considered. Here if we observe, we need to calculate the sinusoidal average value for over the entire one cycle. So that you know that the sinusoidal waveform is periodic in nature, whose value will get repeated at regular intervals of time with a time period 2 pi radians. So that if you count the number of discrete values over one cycle for this waveform, you know that sine 0 is equal to sine 2 pi. That means from 2 pi onwards the values of sine wave are going to get repeated, so that you exclude the value of sine wave, sine function at omega t is equal to 2 pi. By excluding this, now you count how many discrete values that we are having here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Like this, we are having 20 different values. That means starting from t is equal to 0 millisecond and up to t is equal to 19 milliseconds, we will be having 19 discrete values. So you sum up all the values. If you sum up all the values, we are going to get the sum is equal to 0. By substituting the value in the formula, V average is equal to, we have taken the sum of 20 values which is equal to 0 divided by the number of values is equal to 20. So average value is equal to 0 over a cycle for this kind of waveform. But in practical, this is not true as far as a sine wave is concerned. Why it is not true, I will explain you while I am explaining evaluation of average values and RMS values for continuous time waveforms. Next, root mean square value or RMS value of a discrete function. The root mean square value itself defines it as the square root of sum of squares of means of an alternating quantity over one cycle or during the period is defined as RMS value of an alternating quantity. So here squares, v square of ti is the square of instantaneous value, and its sum is sigma I is equal to 1 to n is the sum of squares of instantaneous values under the root. Under the root will give you the sum of squares of means of an alternating quantity. So now we try to see how the RMS value can be evaluated for the same sinusoidal function. Here in the sinusoidal function we considered 20 instantaneous values. These 20 instantaneous values are to be squared and summed up. So here I am squaring each value and I am taking the sum of all these 20 values, which is equal to 1.6 into 10 power 6. Now these values are to be, we need to take mean of this value under the root. After doing that, we will get its value is equal to 276, which is approximately equal to Vm by root 2. That we are going to prove in the, and that proof I will give you in the forthcoming lectures. After this, we try to see how these average and RMS values are evaluated for continuous time functions. So as the interval between the gap between the time is decreases, that means discrete values is decreases, the summation is replaced with an integration. Then the average value for any time continuous function over a time period is defined as V average is equal to 1 by t integral 0 to t v of t dt, and the RMS value is defined as Vrms is equal to under root 1 by t integral 0 to t v square t dt. Now here we define the form factor and peak factor for any alternating waveform. These factors will relate the RMS values with average value and the peak value with its RMS value. So the form factor of any alternating quantity is defined as the ratio of RMS value to average value, and it is represented with the letter K suffix F, and K suffix F is equal to RMS value by average value. Similarly, the crest factor or peak factor or amplitude factor is defined as the ratio of maximum value to RMS value, and it is denoted by the symbol K suffix A, which is equal to the ratio of maximum value or peak value to the RMS value. So this is the end of this lecture. In the forthcoming video, I am going to explain how to evaluate average value, RMS value, and how to determine form factor and crest factor or peak factors for different kind of waveforms. Thank you very much.